9 life hacks that can help you survive emergency situations. In an emergency situation, the first thing that comes to your mind is the advice from your family and friends. However, some of this popular advice are just a myth and can be even more harmful for you. So here are 9 hacks that can help you survive. Object in the eye. If it happens that you got a piece of glass or other sharp object inside your eye, do not do anything. Immediately ask a friend to drive you to the hospital. Or call emergency if there's no one around you. Rubbing your eyes might cause permanent damage to your sight. However, if it is just an eyelash, firstly clean your hands before anything. Secondly, blink many times until you wash the eyelash out. And by using a wet and clean piece of cloth, remove from the corner of your eye. Setting a bone on your own. No matter how many episodes of Grey's Anatomy you have watched, you should never try to set a dislocated joint on, unless you are a surgeon, of course. By forcing the bone into its right position, you may cause additional injuries to the person and the resulting litigation. If you have seen the medical drama though, you probably know that the best thing to do is immobilize the injured member and go to the hospital as soon as possible. Make sure to bandage it in a comfortable position, immobilizing not only the place of possible fracture but the 2 closest joints as well. Pulling objects from a wound. You may pull a splinter from your finger or a small piece of glass from your feet, but never try to remove objects from serious wounds. Even doctors keep them in place until the patient is in surgery, so they can control any possible bleeding that occur. As much scary as a knife in a leg or a shard in the chest may look, take the person to the hospital instead of trying to help them get rid of the object. What you can do in the meantime is sanitize the area with alcohol on the wound, which will cause a lot of pain for the patient, but also keep the area clean. Have you ever been in a situation like that? Skin glue for minor wounds. In most cases, stitches are the only way to close a wound. However, it's a long and painful procedure, and you will have to remove them after healing. But in some cases, skin glue can be just as effective. In fact, it is quicker to apply and less painful. Before applying the product, make sure to wash the wound with cold water and stop the bleeding by pressing the wound. Hold the edge of the cut and apply skin glue along it. Alcohol and vinegar don't reduce fever. Rubbing a person with a fever using alcohol or vinegar respectively may cause them intoxication and significantly raise acidity, which is especially dangerous for children. So do not repeat this outdated advice at home. A fever can be reduced by hydrating the ill person with water or natural juices and turning down the temperature to make the room cooler. If they don't get better after all that, it's best to see a doctor. Don't try to lift up a person who fainted. On contrary of many believe, you should not try to lift a fainted person. Fainting occurs when your brain temporarily lacks blood supply, causing you to lose consciousness. If someone faints in front of you, position the person on their back. Raise the person's legs above the heart level, about 12 inches, if possible. If the person regains consciousness within 1 minute, make sure to not let them get up quickly and don't let them drink coffee or energy drinks right away. But if the person doesn't regain consciousness within 1 minute, call 911. Continue CPR until help arrives or the person begins to breathe. Don't use butter or sour cream on burns. Many people believe that this technique is effective only because it actually relieves pain. That happens because you keep these products in the fridge. Thus, they are always cold. Once you put them on your burn, they cause a temporary sensation of pain relief. But at the same time, butter or sour cream will dry your skin and disrupt thermal exchange, making heat to go deeper in the skin, causing even more damage. In addition, butter can increase the chances of infection on the area. The safer and best option in case of first and second degrees burns is to immerse the area in cool water for 10 to 15 minutes. This should help with the pain. In case of more severe burns, call 911. Vomiting will not help in case of poisoning. Poisoning occurs when an external substance damages health or endangers life. So sounds logic to induce vomiting to get that substance out of your body, right? But unfortunately, this is false. Inducing vomiting can actually cause further harm to people who have ingested a poison. First of all, the poison can get into the lungs and damage them. And second, if the poison was some chemical, vomiting doubles the chances of burning your throat. In this situation, the wiser thing to do is to call 911. Do not apply lotion to a wound. Lotion or ointment contain unwanted moisture, making the wound a perfect environment for spread of bacteria, hence increasing the chances of infection. A safer way to clean the cut areas is to rinse it with cool water and soap, and put a dry bandage on it. This procedure will help the wound heal faster. Was this video helpful to you? Write us a comment and don't forget to like this video and support our channel by subscribing.